16-year-old Zariah Dodd, who was pregnant when she died. 2 men are in custody accused of conspiring to kill her, including the unborn baby's father. Taylor Wirtz joins me with the details tonight. Taylor.
Yeah, Brian, Jarrell Davis and Jacreed James Gillette are each facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. They appeared in court late last night. I talked with criminal defense attorney Benjamin Taylor tonight about what's next for the suspects in the search for justice for Zariah. 16-year-old Zariah Dodd was found murdered in Maryview Park on the morning of July 5th. She was almost 6 months pregnant.
It's sick that you will take another child's life because you don't want the proof to come out.
Now, almost a month later, loved ones say she is fine.
Okay, well, I'm not going to, I don't like to pause it too much, but we got to say something. 16 years old, and she was messing with a 36-year-old? Where's the father? Where's the mother? Where are the people who told her in the first place that she shouldn't be in a relationship with him? Or maybe they couldn't control her. Maybe they could not. Well, is control the right? Yeah, control is the right. Maybe they couldn't, or maybe they didn't teach their daughter good enough. Well, we never want to blame the victim, but we don't know what happened. But someone should have stepped in. Someone should have stepped in, because 36 and 16, absolutely crazy.
Finally getting justice with the arrests of 36-year-old Jarrell Davis and 18-year-old Jacreed James Gillette, who appeared in front of a judge late Friday night.
There are allegations that you committed murder in the first degree, which is a Class 1 felony.
Davis, who Phoenix police says is the father of Dodd's unborn daughter, is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder charges. Criminal defense attorney Benjamin Taylor says an unborn child often means a harsher penalty.
I mean, with the unborn child, they could either charge the defendant with killing the baby that's unborn and the mother. So basically, each count could be 1 count for the mother and 1 count for the unborn child.
He deserves.
Davis is accused of sexual misconduct with a minor in this case. He also pled guilty for impregnating a 14-year-old in 2008 when he was 19 and received probation.
Okay, 19.
Taylor says Davis'
that's
record
still
is
crazy.
against him.
When a person has prior convictions on their record, the prosecutor...
So he just likes them young girls like that? She was in a group
usually
home?
aggravates their sentence or even asks for the maximum amount. And here the maximum amount is life in prison or even death.
18-year-old Jacreed James Gillette also faces 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder charges for Zariah's death. Taylor says 2 suspects shows more of a plan in the eyes of prosecutors.
First-degree murder means that something's premeditated. It means it's thought out. There was a plan involved, and it wasn't just some last-minute thing. The defendants allegedly planned this out to kill the victim here.
All of these things considered, Taylor says the death penalty isn't off the table.
And because you have a minor, a pregnant minor, this is a very egregious act that was caused here. And so ultimately the prosecutor can even go death penalty in the future if they decide to.
And Taylor, you were at the vigil last night for Zariah. Apparently some friends and family aren't happy with the group home where she lived.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian, that's right. Zariah was living at Sunshine Residential, which is a group home in Surprise when this happened. And many have questions as to how she could have gotten pregnant by a 36-year-old man while living there and why they let her go off on her own after dark the night she was killed. I asked Benjamin Taylor if the home could face legal action.
The group home here, if they are found negligent here, they can be found negligent for child abuse charges. If there's any information or evidence to see that the group home was here liable, it could have prevented the murders of these people. The system is broken here. A lot of times is just overwhelmed with minors. A lot of times there's not enough resources out there, and sometimes minors unfortunately die in the hands of the group homes.
Yeah, that is true. I will say that the system for foster care, group homes, it needs to be fixed. But the only way to fix it is more money. But where is the money going to come from? That's a good question. I don't know. And then you got the people who are only in it for the money. That's the worst kind of people. The worst kind of people who only take in these kids for the money. So they're going to do the least they can for the children and take as many checks as they can. They're going to have as many people as they can inside of the house. It's a sad reality that we live in. It's a sad reality that we live in. But more kids are being born to parents who don't want them and give them up. Absolutely crazy. But we got one more video to look at about this. They say he made a shocking confession. So let's jump right over into that and see what it's talking about.
This 21-page report reveals grim details about the day Zariah Dodd was killed. She was 5 months pregnant, walking the street when the father of her unborn child and her current boyfriend picked her up. And just before she was killed, she sent a text to a friend that she was afraid. New court documents giving us insight into the timeline leading up to the murder of 16-year-old Zariah Dodd and her unborn child. The report says Dodd wanted to go to a friend's house on July 4th. Her caseworker told her no, but instead she could go for a walk. Investigators say Dodd left the group home with a laptop, a pink and purple tumbler, and a blue purse. The records say at some point during that walk is when Jacree, James Gillette, and Jarrell Davis picked her up. The document shows Dodd sent a text to a friend saying, quote, "We are literally driving in circles," and another one saying she was, quote, "afraid." The following day, a man walking his dog found Dodd's body, shot in the head. Investigators say eventually Jarrell Davis admitted to picking up Dodd and James Gillette and dropping them off at Maryview Park. The probable cause sheet says Davis left and returned when he got a call from James Gillette stating that he had killed Dodd. After more interviews, court docs say James Gillette made a, quote, "full confession to the murder of Zariah." He said Davis had ordered him to shoot Dodd or Davis would kill them both, saying he, quote, "regretted it and wished he could take it back." Davis denied ordering Dodd's death. And both men are being charged.
Oh, hold on. We missed something. Let's hold on. We can't miss anything now. We can't miss anything.
And both men are being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, with one count for Dodd's unborn child. Davis, who was the father of the child, is also facing an additional charge of sexual conduct with a minor. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Stephanie Dupre for Arizona.
Absolutely disgusting. That's all you can say about this. Absolutely disgusting. So you mean, of course he's going to say that he didn't order him to do it, but they said he was 16. I could see a 36-year-old man, and he's just one of those freaks who likes young girls. When he was 19, he had a baby with a 14-year-old. I think that's what they said. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me, but that's what I'm thinking. And then now that he's 36, he was messing with a 16, possibly a 15-year-old at the time. Some people don't deserve to be with regular people. It's as simple as that. Some people don't deserve to be out here with regular society and normal citizens like us. Sick. And should the group home be investigated? Yes. Investigate the group home. See if they knew about it. If they knew that she was dating or sleeping around with a 36-year-old, then yes, they need to be for child endangerment, child neglect. But like I said before, it's a sad reality that the system for groups home is not as good as it needs to be, especially for our children. But money is the problem, and then you got the people who was trying to abuse the system, which is a problem as well. Absolutely crazy. Now, they said that death penalty is on the table. I don't see why it shouldn't be on the table. Now, tell me your thoughts. How much time do you think you should get, or should he be put under the jail? Sounds to me like he needs to be put under the jail. Put under the jail, like any kind of people like this. After they put under the jail, after the death penalties, after it's already gone through, take their ashes, put that back in a cell, and just let it stay in there. You have just a cell full of nasty pedophiles, and their ashes are just in the cells. So they souls stay right in there. If you believe in souls, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, everybody. Remember, this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.